English has two verb tenses to show when an action starts in the past and continues to the present: the present perfect and the present perfect progressive, also known as the present perfect continuous. These tenses are similar, but there are a few differences. Do you know what they are? Let's find out. Ellii. To compare the present perfect and the present perfect progressive, we'll look at how we form these tenses and why we use them. We'll also learn which time markers are used with these tenses. Then we'll see some examples and try some practice to see what you've learned. Let's start with the form of each verb tense. How do we conjugate the present perfect and present perfect progressive in English? We form the present perfect tense by using the auxiliary verb have or has plus the past participle form of the verb. Have becomes has when the subject is he, she, it, or a singular noun. The past participle of regular verbs is formed by adding ed, while irregular verbs undergo various types of changes to the middle or ending of the verb. To form the present perfect progressive, we use the pattern have or has plus been plus an ing verb, which is also known as the present participle. How do we get this verb form? First, as we just learned, the present perfect pattern is have plus the past participle. Next, a progressive verb is always formed with be plus an ing verb. The past participle form of be is been. When we put it all together, we get the present perfect progressive form of have plus been plus an ing verb. Now let's talk about the function of these tenses. As you probably already know, the present perfect has two functions. In this video, we will only focus on the function that is similar to the present perfect progressive. Both the present perfect and the present perfect progressive focus on an action that started in the past and continues to the present. The difference lies in the emphasis on the future. When we use the present perfect tense, we don't know if the action will stop now or continue into the future. And it's not important to know that. When we use the present perfect progressive, the future meaning is emphasized and important. We know for certain that the action will continue into the future. For example, we can say, they have worked on this project for 6 months, and the focus is on the past 6 months. We don't know if they have completed the project or if they have more work to do. If we say, they have been working on this project for 6 months, it's clear that they haven't completed the project and will continue working on it into the future. So which one is more common, the present perfect or the present perfect progressive? The present perfect is more common than the present perfect progressive. So if you're not sure which tense to use, the present perfect is your best bet. However, there is one case when the present perfect progressive is a more natural choice, and that's with the recent past. For example, it's more common to say, I've been studying for an hour, and it's been raining all night. Now let's talk about time markers. Did you know that the same time markers can be used for the present perfect and present perfect progressive tenses? Even though seeing these particular time markers won't help you know which tense to use, it's important to know that you'll usually need one of these two tenses when you see the following time markers. Let's take a look. Time markers are one or more words that show the time when an action takes place. Common time markers for the present perfect and present perfect progressive include for, since, and all. We use for to express a past length of time, such as for 2 weeks. Since to mention the starting point in the past, such as since 2022, and all to encompass a unit of time, such as all month. Now let's look at these tenses side by side in a couple of examples. They have lived in Japan since 2019. In this present perfect sentence, the focus is on 2019 until now. This sentence doesn't focus on the future. Maybe they will move to another country tomorrow, or maybe they'll continue living in Japan. It's not important. They have been living in Japan since 2019. This present perfect progressive sentence has the same meaning as the present perfect one, but the future is emphasized. In this sentence, the meaning is clearly that they will continue living in Japan. I haven't felt very well all week. In this present perfect sentence, it's clear that the speaker felt sick this week, but we don't know if they're starting to feel better or if they expect to still feel sick tomorrow. I haven't been feeling very well all week. With a present perfect progressive sentence, it's clear that the speaker still expects to feel sick tomorrow. Okay, are you ready for some practice? Say or write each verb in the present perfect and present perfect progressive tenses in the following sentences. Look at the verb in parentheses. Use the present perfect tense in the first sentence and the present perfect progressive in the second. The first sentence is, I have worked at this company since 2021. You know I've worked there from 2021 until now, but you don't know if I'll continue working there. The second sentence is, I have been working at this company since 2021. You know I've worked there from 2021 until now, and you know I will continue working there in the future. Let's try one more set. The first sentence is, she has ridden her bike to work every day for the past 5 months. The emphasis is on 5 months ago until now, and you don't know if she'll keep riding her bike or if she'll start driving to work instead. The second sentence is, she has been riding her bike to work every day for the past 5 months. The emphasis here is also on the future. You know she'll keep riding her bike to work. Well done! Now you know the difference between the present perfect and the present perfect progressive tenses. See you next time, and happy studying. Ellii.